The Great Stink of 1858. In the summer of 1858, London faced a terrible crisis, the Great Stink. For years, people had dumped sewage, animal waste, and factory sludge right into the River Thames. The dirty water flowed past homes, markets, and even Parliament. But that summer, the weather was so hot that the waste began to rot, making the entire city smell awful. And it wasn't just a bad smell. People feared it would make them sick. The stink got worse every day. Lawmakers couldn't work because the smell made them gag, and many believed the bad air would bring deadly diseases. Londoners were terrified a plague would sweep through the city. With so much waste and no proper sewage system, the river had become dangerous. The whole city felt trapped. They couldn't live with the stink, but they didn't know how to fix it. For years, the people of London complained about the foul-smelling river and growing pollution, but the government ignored the problem. It wasn't until the summer of 1858, when the Great Stink hit its peak, that Parliament was forced to act. With the smell making it impossible for lawmakers to even meet, they had no choice but to find a solution. That's when the government turned to Joseph Bazalgette, a skilled civil engineer known for his brilliant work on London's drainage systems. Bazalgette had built a reputation as someone who could solve tough problems, and they believed he was the only man for the job. His plan? Build giant underground sewers to carry the waste far downstream, away from the Thames and the city's drinking water. But this wasn't just a quick fix. He had to redesign much of London's infrastructure. His system would stretch across the entire city, requiring thousands of workers and tons of materials. It was an enormous challenge, one that had never been done on such a scale before. And if he failed, the city could be devastated by disease. The people of London held their breath as the project began, knowing it was their last hope. By 1865, after 8 years of backbreaking labor, Bazalgette's massive sewer system was finally complete. While the core sewers were operational by 1865, the entire city infrastructure wasn't finished yet. Thousands of workers had dug through streets, tunneled under buildings, and laid over 1,100 miles of pipes to redirect waste far from the Thames. The scale of the project was enormous. Entire roads had to be rebuilt, and rivers were rerouted underground. The people of London anxiously watched, knowing their health and the future of the city depended on the success of the sewers. After more than 15 years of grueling work, by the early 1880s, the entire system was finally complete. Every corner of London was now connected to the sewer network. Roads had been rebuilt, rivers hidden underground, and the streets of London became cleaner than ever before. Bazalgette's vision had transformed the city. His design was so advanced that parts of it are still in use today. More than 150 years later, it became a blueprint for modern sanitation systems worldwide, with cities across Europe and beyond copying the idea. This monumental project marked the birth of modern urban sanitation systems. The Great Stink showed that sometimes bad problems leads to good solutions. Without the crisis, London might never have built its famous sewer system, and the city might not have survived. Don't forget to subscribe for more forgotten histories.